Alrighty then, here we go. We'll start a new game after we do the settings and the tutorial. We'll just kind of quickly go through the settings here now that I've kind of done it a little bit. So here, units, nautical miles and knots. You can also choose for metric or mixed. I go with the nautical miles and knots. Classic coordinate style. They got classic or digital, decimal, I guess it is. Audio language. Well, I kind of like the German language, but let's switch with the English so that it can be understood by us US folks. Okay, autosave after docking, autosave on exit. I like to have those on. 15 minutes, I think, is the minimum interval, so that's what I got it set to automatically save. 3 auto saves. Hey, what's that? Okay. Stop TC after receiving a minor message. Yes, I like to stop the time compression, which is speeding up time. I like to stop that when I get a message so I can react to it. Darker nights. I usually like the darker nights, but we'll leave that off. Doesn't really matter because the other ones have darker nights all the time anyway. Okay, video. Yeah, I usually use 3 screens, so I'm usually at like 5820 by 1080, but we'll shrink it on down here to regular viewing size. You can read, hopefully, the printing on the screen. 30 is all I do for a frame rate. Full screen, borderless. It's got a big yellow border all around all 3 screens. Okay, I haven't ever done anything with gamma, vertical sync. I haven't messed with that. This I've just left on the default. UI scale. Oh, I got it down at 90%. Okay. Menu style, automatic. Static or animated. Well, let's just keep it on automatic. I have no idea what animated is. Cache size, default of 200. Paper-like map on the desk. And then I got the field of view stretched way out. For my graphics, I've got good and good for water and shadows. Sunlight is enabled, or contact shadows is enabled for sunlight. Textures are very good. Reflections or SSR, whatever that means. Effects very good. Anti-aliasing none. Temporal anti-aliasing sharpness, sharp recommended. And down here at the bottom, we got AMD FSR 2.0, whatever, balanced. So you can have performance, quality, or ultra quality. I guess we'll have, what? Wait a minute. Filtering mode. Is that what I had on there? I mean, is that the default? I guess it must be. Very high level of detail. Might have to turn that down if it gives me some frame flickers. Oh, just a moment. My nightly 7 o'clock alarm. Okay, what do we got? Medium quality for the clouds. Ambient occlusion checked on. Bloom is checked on. Vignette is checked on. Depth of field on. Motion blur on. Chromatic aberration, whatever that is turned on. Then you got your audio. I got the 5.1 surround. Actually, I use my headphones most of the time now. I wonder what they're on. Well, no, I do like using the speakers most of the time, so we'll leave it at that. It still sounds like stereo in the headphones. Master volume down just a little bit. I hope that makes my voice heard. Music way down. Effects, speech somewhat up. I might have to turn it up a little bit more. It seemed like it was kind of low last time I was hearing it. Subtitles, I will leave them on. I have them on when I have the German speaking. Play music in first person perspective? No. Play course change effect. It gives you a little ding every time the changes directions. Then you got your controls. Scroll at the edges. I was searching all over for that. No, I don't like that. I like to just push down the left button and drag my picture. Let's see. I guess I've got the mouse inverted. I don't know if I've tried it on the periscope yet, but I'm both inverted. Rotation sensitivity. Seems like I turned it up a hair from the default. Scroll view modes checked on. I guess that's where you can change your viewing perspective. Display hints, yeah, I got those on. Mouse and keyboard is what I'm using. Error reporting. Display device dial tooltips, yeah, I got the tooltips on. Engine swap confirmation, no, that's where you're supposed to have some type of a verify you want it. I just let them do it automatically. And press the shortcut to show the UI. I just hold it down, I think is what I'm using. If that's what I'm thinking. Then the keyboard, you got all sorts of different things you can set for your keyboard. These are mostly the defaults. Open the telegraph, open the depth meter. They're all with the F tools. Your views, the first three are F1, F2, and F3 are for your okay, this is moving your view. Okay, there it is. First person perspective, F1. Orbit view, F3. The section view, that's like looking at the side cutaway of the boat, is the F2. Then you got your things you can use here for all that. I guess that's probably for a game controller type there. Fire, left click, zoom, right click. Okay, well, let's see. I think that's basically everything is pretty much on default. Increase and decrease elevation. Let's see, page up and page down. That also that'll change the size of your gauges, all that stuff. Okay, well, that's basically pretty simple. So I guess that's quick and simple. I can check and hear what my volume sounds like, and that'll be good enough for setting up this part. I guess there's a whole bunch of settings for starting the new game, though. So that's where we'll make my next one. Okay. Let's see, how did I get out of here now? And see you on the next one.